Donald Trump is at it again, this time threatening Canada over a bridge. Yes, guys, you heard me, a bridge. The Gordie Howe International Bridge, fully funded by Canada, set to connect Michigan and Ontario, is now caught in his crosshairs of Trump's latest trade tantrum. And the big question is, will Michigan Republicans stand up to him or let him block this vital infrastructure for no good reason? Stay tuned, guys, to Status Check, because this isn't just a Canadian issue. It's about billions in trade, jobs, and the U.S. economy. Let's set the stage. The Gordie Howe International Bridge has been under construction since 2018. Cost $5.7 billion Canadian dollars, fully funded by Canada. Its purpose is simple: connect Detroit, Michigan to Windsor, Ontario, creating a modern, efficient border crossing for trade. This isn't some minor project. The corridor handles over $1 billion in trade daily. That's auto parts, manufacturing goods, and essential supplies moving back and forth between the US and Canada. As we say, jobs, 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 creating jobs. Thousands rely on it in both countries. Originally, Trump supported the project, but now he's saying Obama is the one that put this in motion and Obama did this. My goodness. He's demanding half ownership of the bridge, shared control over crossings, and a cut of the toll revenues. According to him, the current setup is unfair. It's unfair to the U.S. and is unfair to the U.S. amid ongoing trade disputes with Canada. Canadian leaders are pushing back. Prime Minister Mark Carney and Ontario Premier Doug Ford insist that ownership is already shared with Michigan. Tolls will repay the cost as agreed, and blocking the bridge would not only hurt jobs but also threaten a critical trade corridor that's essential for both economies. This is not a small spat. It's a major test of Trump's approach to international agreements. Every country that has entered deals with the U.S. should take note. According to Trump, no deal is safe, even when it's fully negotiated and funded.
In English, sir, what's happening with the Detroit Bridge?
Pardon me. So the first thing to say is there's a big game today, and the President and I discussed the Canada-U.S. game, and of course we're all behind our team. Secondly, we discussed a number of issues, international issues. Thirdly, we discussed the bridge. I explained that Canada, of course, paid for the construction of the bridge, over $4 billion, that the ownership is shared between the state of Michigan and the government of Canada, and that in the construction of the bridge, obviously there's Canadian steel, Canadian workers, but also U.S. steel, U.S. workers that are involved. This is a great example of cooperation between our countries. Look forward to it opening. And what is particularly important, of course, is the commerce and the tourism and the voyages of Canadians and Americans that go across that bridge. So the conversation turned to a series of issues that we will raise and we're going to follow up on. I'm not going to go into detail on those issues. These would be specific issues in parallel to the CUSMA negotiations. Final point is the President asked appropriately that his ambassador, who's from Michigan, of course, play a role in smoothing the conversation in and around the bridge. So it was a positive conversation. It's a big game today.
So is this resolved? Is this resolved?
So guys, this is what we're talking about. But here's the kicker. Trump's threats isn't just about politics or pride. It could hurt the American economy. By blocking the bridge, trade slows down. Delays means higher costs for businesses and fewer jobs in Michigan and across the U.S. Infrastructure like this is supposed to boost commerce, not block it for leverage. Yet once again, we see a president prioritizing personal grievances or political gains over practical, beneficial projects for America. And now the spotlight turns to Michigan Republicans. Will they stand up to Trump, even if it means going against the president? Or will political loyalty outweigh the economic consequences for their state? This is more than just a bridge. It's a test of political courage and whether elected officials will protect their constituents or bow to partisan pressure. So, what do you think, guys? Should Trump step back and let the bridge open, or will politics continue to get in the way of real infrastructure? Comment below for your thoughts, and if you want breaking news, updates, and reactions like this, don't forget to subscribe to Status Check News for more coverage. We break down the stories that affect America and the world in ways that matters. So guys, this is what we're talking about. What do you think? It's getting out there. People are talking about it. People want to know, is the bridge do you think the bridge is going to open? Do you think he's going to let petty squabbles get in the way, or just being annoyed because Mark Carney right now is on the global stage and doing so well and people are looking up to him? Is that a part of this thing? Is he just crying like a toddler? We don't know. But at the end of the day, this is what is happening. So let's hear from you.